Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name's David J. Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning.
A big weekend for many, many folks out there. Graduations, Mother's Day. Might be thinking about planting the garden. Lots of things to do. Lots of enjoyable things out there. Still some corn going in, soybeans, of course, yet to do. Want to kind of be careful driving this weekend. There are probably going to be some big equipment out on the highway from some of those farmers that are still getting their crops in, so want to be careful with that. A couple things before we move along with the show, and again, I really always want to start with a positive note on the breakfast show to get us started in the right way. But I have a question that I hope somebody can answer. And if you know, you can use our chat box and let us know. But where, ladies and gentlemen, where in the world have all the magpies gone? Now, I was looking at your bird book this morning.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, that was a gift from Mary Belzer to you.
Yes.
And I just was over there sorting some things out, and I thought, I'm going to just look at this book. I love the birds in here because you know how important birds are.
Yeah. I do.
You know.
Yes.
And right when I opened it up, and there was a piece of paper in there, a marker, and it went right to the black-billed magpie.
Aw.
Now, for those of you who are country folks, or those of you who spent time in the country a number of years ago, the magpies were everywhere. When's the last time you saw a magpie? What's happened? Where have all the magpies gone?
That almost sounds like a song.
I think there's a theme there, a song. They're cool birds. They got the black and white with the long tail.
Oh,
And back in the days when you went pheasant hunting, every once in a while down the road you'd maybe get excited because it looked kind of like in a distance a pheasant because of that long tail if you were pheasant hunting, and you go, ooh. They're a beautiful bird. Large black and white bird with very long tail and white belly, green wings and tail in the direct sunlight. Large black bill and legs with wing patches that flash in the light. Beautiful birds. Where have they gone, Brent?
That's a good
Where
question.
have the magpies gone?
Yeah.
Just disappeared.
By the way, that sheet that's in that book, it's more than just a marker.
Oh.
I believe that Yolanda Sponel, I think, was the one that dropped that off. You'll have to look at it. I believe that it is talking about an app that you can get on your phone that you can record the sound a bird makes, and it will tell you what the bird is. Cool. I think.
I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah.
Yes. Sound ID, they call it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much. That's the Merlin Bird ID app. Free download on phones and tablets.
Yeah.
Thank you. This is a cool book. With inspiration
It is
on
a neat
every
book.
page.
Yes.
Every page is an inspiration. Now, I looked through the reason I wanted to look at the book is that I was looking for what I would term as an oriole rob, a mixture of an oriole and a robin, because I felt bad yesterday after maybe indicating that you were trying to pull my leg.
Excuse me, just a minute. Let me write this down. Let's see, yesterday would have been May 7th. May 7th.
Yep.
Dave Burney felt bad.
2026.
Okay, thanks. Just wanted to document that. All right.
I didn't apologize. I just said I feel bad.
You haven't done that. You basically called out my character.
No.
Yes, you did.
I just thought you were pulling my leg with this fancy new AI stuff because the bird that you took a picture of.
I wouldn't even know how to use that stuff.
I don't know if I... Anyway, I was trying to
go ahead.
verify for you
Yes.
and for me so we wouldn't have any more arguments over it, that there is such a thing as an Oriole Rob.
Oh,
But
and there is?
no,
There is
I
not.
cannot find
Okay.
a cross between a robin and an Oriole. And that's what that bird looked like in your bird bath. Just saying.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it looked like a robin to me.
Yeah. Weird looking robin. I'll just have a drink here.
You know, it's Friday.
It's Friday. That's right. And it's going to be, as I said, a very big weekend. Lots of graduations around the area. And lots of people traveling to see mom or grandma or somebody that's a mom to you. And it'll be a good weekend.
Let's see, for Broken Bow, this will be the first graduation in the new gym, right?
Yeah, because last year it was outside.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And I imagine it'll still be very tight for, getting everybody in because everybody likes to go.
Yes.
So, yeah. I know there's a lot of the schools are having graduations. I would imagine most of them anymore are inside, but it's kind of cool when they're outside too. Doesn't matter so much. Just get them that diploma and wish them the best. And we have today more salutes for Broken Bow seniors, and we'll finish up on Monday for the Broken Bow seniors on KCNI and KBBN Radio. Where have all the magpies gone? That is the breakfast show question this morning. Along with some very important breaking news on the breakfast show,
Oh, okay.
I got a little soft around the edges, and I asked Jeremy if I thought we could order some crayons for all the kids who participated in our coloring contest, which we had our prize winners, and now came in yesterday. Actually, I think they came in the day before, but my car wouldn't start, so they stayed in the car yesterday. But I got them here, and this is a 24-pack of non-toxic Crayolas. All the different colors, 24 different colors, made with solar power. These are fantastic colors. And for all you kids, for that matter, all you folks who participated and you need a new color set, come out. They're on the table out front, and you just pick them up for free. Or, for that matter, anybody out there who's has a little one that loves to color, come out and get the 24-pack. But this is for the folks who participated and put all the work into these. You just look at them and just go, wow, that took some time. And the kids really gave it their best. So parents out there of kids that participated in the spring coloring contest, there's a consolation prize for you here at KCNI KBBN.
Very nice.
And if they don't get all picked up, we'll give them away along through the summer, something like that. But they're here for free for you. And again, they're made with solar power. Maybe polar, too. All right, school lunch menus. I haven't grabbed mine yet, Brent. You have yours there?
I do. I'll get us started by taking you to Loop City School, where today at Loop City they'll have popcorn chicken or a rib-ready sandwich at Loop City.
Let's start with Gothenburg. Gothenburg today, Italian chicken pasta with breadstick, a Pizza Hut pizza, grill station combo, cheeseburger basket, fresh baked combo sub, nacho snackable uncrustable cheese and cracker platter, and the Make It Fresh salad station features the teriyaki chicken with flatbread at Gothenburg today.
Litchfield today, quesadillas on the menu today at Litchfield.
Where have all the magpies gone? Arcadia today, chicken nuggets.
All right, some of your choices at Cozad today will include barbecue bacon chicken sandwich and the pizza bar at Cozad.
Sargent, hot ham and cheese, chips, baked beans, fruit cup, and milk.
Callaway School serving Sloppy Joe's today at Callaway.
Thedford, lasagna rolls with meat sauce, Cali blend dinner roll.
Broken Bow today, Sloppy Joe's. Also pepperoni pizza, fresh baked zesty combo sub, the uncrustable cheese and cracker platter, And the Grill Station Combos, a spicy chicken sandwich basket at Broken Bow.
Ansley today, pizza quesadillas.
And at Arnold today, they will be serving wraps at Arnold today.
Anselmo Myrna, fish nuggets with breadsticks, pepperoni pizza, Uncrustable cheese and cracker platter. And at Sandhills Dunning Schools, chicken patties, fruit vegetables, and milk.
Oh, hey, our good friend Reed Rogers has contacted us. I was watching a nature documentary on magpies. They're very intelligent birds. They were being chased by a dog, so the painted a tunnel entrance on a rock and ran through it, but the dog knocked himself out when he tried. Okay.
That's a smart bird.
Yeah.
And a very artistic one.
Yeah.
Thanks, Reed. So he was watching a nature documentary on magpies. And as we said, and Reed is stating, they're very intelligent birds being chased by a dog in this film. So the bird painted a tunnel entrance on the rock and ran through it, but the dog knocked himself out when he tried. I thank you for that, Reed. That's a very good story. And keep those stories coming. The story we're after today is, where have all the magpies gone? In Custer County and central Nebraska and surrounding counties. Used to see them all the time. Let's play the game, see if we can give away a prize. And what will the prize be today, Brent?
Well, it's Friday, so every Friday we give you a chance to win a free drink at the Secret Garden. And here's your question for today. We've been asking questions about movies from the 80s. 4 boys go on an adventure to try and find a dead body.
Ooh.
In which Rob Reiner movie are we talking about? Is it The Bucket List, Misery, The Shining, or Stand By Me? 4 boys go on an adventure to try and find a dead body in which Rob Reiner movie? Is it The Bucket List, Misery, The Shining, or Stand By Me? If you know the answer, call us at 872-2801.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did we wake you up?
Nebraska's favorite way to start the day on KCNI KBBN.
Lily Kate Boutique in Broken Bow is ready for all the fun occasions springtime brings. From thoughtful gifts for moms and perfect picks for the graduates, to fresh new styles for every special event, you'll find it there. The store is bursting with color as we step into the beauty of spring. Shop dresses for weddings or keep it casual with tanks and tees for those sunny baseball games. Stop in and see what's new at Lily Kate Boutique, located on the north side of the square in Broken Bow. Open Monday through Friday 10 to 6 and Saturday 10 to 4.
When it comes to a stroke, a quick response is critical. A stroke is always a medical emergency. If you're concerned someone may be having a stroke, Melham Medical Center wants you to remember the B FAST acronym. B for balance issues, E for eye problems, then FAST, F for drooping features, A for arm or leg weakness, S for speech difficulty, and T for time. Time is of the essence. Visit our website at melham.org to learn more about how we can help you stay healthy, active, and strong.
All right, Brent, we have our neighbor on the line. Peggy's on the line. Peg, how you doing?
Well, better than nothing.
Oh, good, good.
I'm still around, George Jones, because I'm not ready yet. That's old George's song.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Are you
Was
ready?
that the bucket list?
No.
Or was it the other one, the last one?
Yeah, there you go. Say the last one.
The last one.
Hey, way to go, Peg. You're a winner.
Oh,
Yes, it was.
No, now listen, I'm sure I'm a little bit older. I've liked birds, but I remember they had some bright orange or something. Maybe Joan could find out.
Yeah, maybe.
That's why black and white, that's okay, but to be real attractive, and they were real yakety birds.
They were magpies, yeah. They made a lot of noise. Well, maybe this is just the black-billed magpie that I saw in the book, so there could be others.
There's more than one, because this one had pretty orange on it.
Wow. Okay.
I'd just bet you.
All right. Well, we'll do some more research. But do you have any idea what happened to the magpies?
They left Nebraska They went to Ted Turner's place.
Out west.
Terrible about Ted.
Yeah.
It'll be worse settling his estate, though.
I read something about
He
that.
had some up in Cherry County.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did have land in Nebraska.
Buffalo.
Yeah.
Buffalo, about 500,000 acres of.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Jane Fonda should have stayed married to him.
Or he should have stayed
didn't want
married to her.
her, I guess.
Really, he didn't like her anymore.
Well, no, when she stood on top of that tank and was protesting.
Oh, that's when they broke up.
I don't know. I'm just rattling on. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Peg.
Thanks, Peg.
It's nice to hear from you. All right. Oh, that's our neighbor right there. Let's take a look over here on to my right, and if you're looking at the radio, that'd be to your left. Brent's always on the right. Philip Bailey is 75 today, lead singer and songwriter for the R&B band Earth. Do you remember Earth?
I do.
All
yes.
right. He is 75 today, but some people don't remember that he also had a giant hit with Phil Collins,
I remember.
1984 hit. You remember that one?
I do.
Called Easy Lover on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Step fertilizer program, sprinkler repair expertise, and top-notch aeration and mowing. Transforming your yard into a lush paradise is just a call away. Call Kyle at 308-870-0348, serving Custer County and beyond.
Sharon Lawn Care Sprinkler Repair, where the grass is always greener.
7:52 is your breakfast show time. Good to have you along. We are going to have a guest in this morning. We feel a little awkward because Jeremy Shipe is not here today. He had an appointment that he had to be at, and I believe he is going to be receiving, or the radio station is going to be receiving, some Eric Severide Awards, which is quite an honor from the Midwest Broadcast Journalists Association. They had their presentations, I believe, on April 11th up in St. Paul, Minnesota. And our guest has ties to this area and is going to personally drop those by. And we'll accept those on Jeremy's behalf, and we'll appreciate that very much. We have some hanging on the wall from previous years that Jeremy has won because he's a good writer and a good journalist. So we're going to accept that on behalf of Jeremy today. So that's coming up. Also, excuse me. Right after these words, we're going to celebrate another birthday.
When your trailer needs work, trust someone who does it all. 2-Inch Gang Trailer Repair in Halsey. Richie handles everything from lights and bearings to brakes and welding, making sure your trailer is safe, reliable, and road ready. Whether routine maintenance or a repair that can't wait, dependable service and attention to detail is what you'll get every time. Plus, free pickup and delivery within 50 miles makes it even easier. Don't let trailer issues slow you down. Call Richie at 2-Inch Gang Trailer Repair of Halsey at 650-9922. That's 650-9922.
Here at Team Physical Therapy, we want to get you ready and keep you healthy all year long. If you are having trouble getting back into shape, call Team Physical Therapy 872-5111. We are highly trained in whole body injuries that you may be experiencing. Whether it's a muscle strain, shin splints, foot, knee, or shoulder pain, let your movement rehabilitation specialist get you into shape. Call Team Physical Therapy at 872-5111 or check us out on the web at myteampt.com.
All right. Birthday celebration for Alex Van Halen. 73 today. The drummer of the classic rock band Van Halen was classically trained on piano and also played guitar, but he also was a drummer for Van Halen. He's 73 today, so here's a little Van Halen for you. today is important to, there's a lot of different important notes here that we have this morning, but this is National Babysitters Day, the Saturday before Mother's Day, recognizing the people who take care of our kids so we can go do other things outside the home and have the kids safe. Now, it has changed pretty dramatically over the years. Babysitters, well, as a former babysitter, I think the actual per hour rate, just guessing here, and I think the folks were always generous and paid us a little more than that, but somewhere around 50 cents an hour is what babysitters received back in the day, and that has definitely changed. Not called babysitters so much anymore as daycare providers, and they have to be licensed and have all these different rules and regs and things that they have to abide by to take care of kids, to be certified, and it's not 50 cents an hour anymore to have your child taken care of. Whatever the cost is, if you're a parent, it's worth it when you know you've got a good one, but it's not 50 cents anymore.
No, it's probably a little bit higher.
So you kind of hope when you were a kid babysitting younger kids that they would stay out late, because you're knocking down 50 cents an hour.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, right.
And if you were lucky, the people you were babysitting for had a TV that could get more than one channel. And if it was in color, oh my. Having a job of babysitting for somebody that had a color TV, you were sitting on top of the world.
Yeah.
Just like Van Halen.
And if you were really lucky, the kids were trained to go to bed at about 8:30.
Yeah.
So then you just hung out, watched TV till Mom and Dad got home.
Yeah, but the problem was, I don't know if you're much younger than yours truly, but especially if you babysit on a Saturday night, you had TV until midnight, and then they played the national anthem. And
oh, yeah.
It was all over.
Uh-huh.
Then you sit there looking at a screen. You couldn't watch anything. Only thing you could do is like turn the rotary antenna just to make it fuzzy and bring it back into focus again. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Some of the people that I babysit might be listening.
Yeah.
I might have overused the rotor. News is next.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
USA Radio News. I'm John Summers. More people filed for unemployment last week than the week before, but not as many as analysts expected. Here's reporter Daria Albinger.
First-time jobless claims jumped by 10,000 last week to 200,000. The Labor Department says that's fewer than economists had been predicting.
A forecast model predicts a 100% chance of a powerful super El Nino forming by November. U.S. Central Command says Iran attacked 3 of its Navy ships in the Strait of Hormuz Thursday. Arizona Senator Mark Kelly's case against Secretary of War Pete Hegseth was heard by a federal appeals court in Washington, D.C. Thursday. Chief Justice John Roberts defended the Supreme Court against the notion he and the other justices are political actors. From America's News Network, USA Radio News.
Maybe this is you too. There's enormous frustration right now with healthcare costs. It is amazing. Healthcare costs for families in the last 20 years have almost tripled, and it just keeps getting worse. All this to say, this is why MediShare is so in demand right now. People are looking for alternatives, and MediShare is proven you can save thousands of dollars a year and actually like it more. Over 1 million Americans are now part of healthcare sharing, and MediShare is the gold standard. It's trusted. It works. It's been helping people save money and have peace of mind now for 30 plus years. It's not some big impersonal thing either. It's a community of people like you helping each other. So yeah, if you're frustrated too, here's your chance to make a refreshing change. You'll notice the difference as soon as you call. They're easy to talk to. You can get a price within 2 minutes. Here is the number. Call 855-SHARE-40. That's 855-SHARE-40. 855-SHARE-40.
In Nebraska news, in a story released by KNOP, the Mid-Nebraska Community Foundation has wrapped up its 2026 Giving Day campaign, reporting $346,255 raised, more than through 1,000 donations from 456 donors. The Prairie Arts Center led the leaderboard by raising $77,730. The DNN Center placed second with $34,150, followed by Deborah's Legacy in third with $24,344. Rounding out the top 10 were Community Connections, KGLT, the Connection Homeless Center, the Lincoln County Historical Museum, North Platte Area Habitat for Humanity, the North Platte Catholic Schools Endowment Trust, and the North Platte Catholic Community Food Pantry. This has been a Nebraska News Update. I'm Jack Simpson reporting for Central Nebraska's news source.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Brianna Murrow.
The Detroit Pistons have won 5 straight games.
Left swing now to Cade against Struess. Cade with a step back long. Go! That shot was murder. And he got nothing but net.
Pistons radio network on the call. They took down the Cavaliers 107-97 to take a 2-0 series lead. Cade Cunningham had 25 points and 10 assists. Tobias Harris had 21 points. On the losing side, Donovan Mitchell added 31 points. James Harden struggled. He only had 10 points, and 2 of those were in the second half. The Thunder held on to take down the Lakers 125-107 to take a 2-0 series lead to continue their 7-game win streak in the postseason. Austin Reeves had a playoff career-high 31 points, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander had 22. In the NHL playoffs, the Hurricanes topped the Flyers 4-1. Baseball wins for the Rays and Cubs.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. Mainly sunny skies today with daytime highs approaching 75. Winds out of the northwest 10 to 15 miles per hour. Clear skies tonight, lows around 44. Cloudy skies with a few peaks of sun. Tomorrow, slight chance of rain showers. Daytime highs approaching 77. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
They grow up so fast, and soon enough they're off to college. But as time goes by, the cost of tuition continues to rise. You know that college is important, but the expenses may seem out of reach. Edward Jones can help. I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Tim McCaslin.
And I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Janet Lawhorn. Let's work together to help you tackle growing college expenses. Call us at 308-872-6849 or visit edwardjones.com to schedule an appointment. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
8:07, pretty nice morning out there. Let's find out what it really feels like with Jack Simpson. Jack, what's it like out there?
You are completely correct. It is a pretty nice morning. It feels even better now for being 51 degrees outside. Do got some partly cloudy sky with winds out of the west, 5 to 10. Barometric pressure at 29.89, humidity 61%. No rain in the last 24 hours with 200s of precipitation for the month. A high yesterday of 73 with an overnight low of 45.
Wow. It's getting better all the time. Thanks, Jack.
It feels great, and yeah, you're welcome.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back with more information and fun on The Breakfast Show.
Looking for a fresh start in a place you'll love to call home? Broken Bow Housing Authority has 1-bedroom apartments available at Custer Heights. Enjoy easy living with no utilities, snow removal, or lawn care to worry about. Need more space? Choose from 2 to 5 bedroom homes with tenants responsible for snow removal and lawn care. Income limits do apply. Visit BrokenBowHousingAuthority.com to apply online today. Don't wait. Contact Broken Bow Housing Authority and open the door to your next home.
Ansley Lumber and Supply is now hiring, and they're looking for someone that can operate with a Class B CDL, has strong knowledge of building materials and hardware, confident sales ability, and excellent customer service skills. The position goes beyond driving. You'll help contractors and homeowners plan projects, recommend products, and work in the yard and sales counter too. Benefits are available, including health insurance and retirement options. Apply in person at Ansley Lumber on Main Street. Apply online at ansleylumber@gmail.com or call 308-935-1815.
Big changes in Arnold. The Exchange is now Punchy Poppy, and it's more than just your go-to convenience stop. Along with everything you need in a pinch, you'll now find authentic silver and turquoise jewelry, wild rags, leather tack, handmade cinches, pads, blankets, and even croups. It's a little bit Western, a little bit boutique, and a whole lot worth the stop. Go check out Punchy Poppy in Arnold or learn more at punchypoppy.com.
8:09, feeling fine on the Breakfast Show. Except that we still don't know the answer to our question this morning. Where have all the magpies gone? Once, years ago, you could go out and see a magpie as easy as pie. Magpie, get it?
Yes, I do.
But now you go out. I don't know if you'll ever see a magpie out there. They're gone. Were they expelled from the country? Did they migrate and never come back? Was there a disease that attacked only magpies? What is the answer to this question, Brent?
I do not know.
I wish there was a situation where we could be saying, where have all the carp gone?
Oh, yes.
They're not here anymore. The lakes are clear. Magpies were not harmful. They're somewhat of a scavenger, I think, maybe.
Oh, really?
I really don't know. I didn't know that much about them. I feel bad about it because now they're gone. And I didn't know anything about them really when they were here. I feel guilty, and guilt's good.
Well, it can be, I guess.
Oh, by the way, I do feel guilty. Saturday is National Babysitting Day. Not today.
Oh,
but
okay.
Yeah, Saturday before Mother's Day is the idea there.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah. All right, let's get to it. Here's the Band of Heathens, one of my favorite groups.
All right.
Take the cake.
at myinspartners.com.
Drivers and farmers need a DOT physical? Thompson Chiropractic has you covered. At Thompson Chiropractic in Broken Bow, Dr. Riley Thompson provides certified DOT physicals to keep you moving safely and confidently. Some call it a CDL physical or a med card. Whatever you call it, Thompson Chiropractic handles it with professional, hassle-free care. When it's time for your next DOT physical, remember Thompson Chiropractic in Broken Bow, your dependable stop for DOT exams.
In Nebraska, honesty and integrity matter. These are the values local broadcasters live by. When others try to divide and mislead, you need a source you can trust that knows your hometown. Nebraska broadcasters aren't just voices on your radio and faces on your screen. We are your neighbors, focused on improving the communities we call home, providing verified information you can trust. KCNI, KBBN, and the Nebraska Broadcasters Association, serving our community, committed to truth.
8:16, breakfast show time. Couple of things here we want to pass along. If you're just tuning in, we mentioned it earlier, but for you parents out there, or kids that are listening who participated in our spring coloring contest, we have prizes that just came in yesterday for you, consolation prizes. 24-pack of Crayola crayons and non-toxic brand made with solar power, preferred by teachers, and there's 24 crayons in a box. And if your parents out there and your kids participated, we want to give you a little consolation prize because they were all so good. So come on out. They're on the table out front. Just pick one up or pick a couple up for the kids, and we'd be happy to pass those along to you. Also, this note, the Bow Family Furniture Store is closed today and tomorrow. And that, of course, would be for Kent Westling's funeral service, which is today, and I'm sure there'll be a family and everything in town. So Bow Family Furniture will be closed today and tomorrow. Very understandable for that as well. So note that. They'll be open back up on Monday morning at Bow Family. This is V-Day, very important day. Back in 1945, victory in Europe, honoring the 81st anniversary of the defeat of Nazi Germany as celebrated by the Allies in World War II. It's also the United Nations time of remembrance and reconciliation for those who lost their lives during the Second World War. And sometimes when you hear the numbers of lives across the board on both sides and civilian losses for World War II, it is startling, the number of people who lost their lives during that time period, not to mention the folks who were in those awful concentration camps that Nazi Germany built and utilized, unfortunately. So this is a very big day. And with that, let's talk a little bit about National Military Spouse Appreciation Day. Today is a salute to all the contributors and sacrifices made by military spouses in supporting the armed services, the armed forces, because without the support of those families, I'm sure we'd have less successful soldiers out there. So it kind of nets together there. Let's talk a little bit about the Tumbleweed Cafe because they are gearing up for Mother's Day. And there's nothing better than saying, Mom, we're cooking today because we're going to the Tumbleweed. You don't have to cook anything. After all, it's Mother's Day. For heaven's sakes, treat Mom to a delicious Mother's Day buffet, and that will be from 10 a.m. until 2, filled with home-cooked favorites that includes a drink and dessert, perfect time to gather the family, and truly spoil Mom. And that is taking place on Sunday at the Tumbleweed Cafe on Mother's Day, May 10th. And now don't forget also, just generally, you can enjoy breakfast anytime that the cafe is open at Tumbleweed. Lunch menu 7 days a week here in Broken Bow. Open 6 a.m. until 4 p.m. daily. And for dine-in, that's the hours, but they also offer drive-through Monday through Friday during lunch and take those baked casseroles in the evenings home for those busy family nights. they're not done yet. They've got Cracker Jack Sports Bar and Grill on the west side of Tumbleweed, and that's open from Monday through Saturday from 5 till 10. Stop in and grab some great food, cold drinks, and visit with your friends. You'll find cheese, cigars, wings, clubhouse flatbreads, burgers, and fries. All of this out at East Highway 2 Broken Bow at the Tumbleweed and Cracker Jack's Sports Bar and Grill. Now, don't forget, the Mother's Day Buffet Sunday starts at 10 a.m. East Highway 2, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency in Callaway is looking for a full or part-time customer service rep in the Callaway office. Computer and phone skills are a must, as is being able to multitask. Of course, must be willing to work toward your property and casualty license if you do not have one yet, to provide sales and service of walk-in clients. You would work with Liana and Lori in a laid-back, fun atmosphere in a great community. Now, if you're interested in full-time hours would be 8 to 5, Monday through Thursday, 8 to noon on Friday, with employee benefits available. If part-time hours would be around 30 hours per week, as determined by availability, no benefits. If you're interested, please send your resume to Liana, and you can email it to Liana, Liana, .Rupek, HRUPEK, at NebraskaOwnersINS.com, or you can just drop it off at their office in Callaway, located at 115 East Kimball Street.
Liana. That sounds a lot like lasagna.
It rhymes.
You know, Liana
yes,
is a great insurance person.
She is. Great all-around person.
Super good. Super good. That's all I'm going to say. We'll be right back.
Switching banks can feel like a lot. New accounts, automatic payments, direct deposits, and paperwork. At Nebraska State Bank, you don't have to do it alone. Our friendly team is happy to help you with every step, from moving accounts to updating payments and answering your questions along the way. If you'd like help from real people who know the community, stop in or give us a call. We'll take care of all the details. Nebraska State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Make sure you're ready to roll this spring. Visit Agland ATV during the Polaris Get Ready to Ride Spring Sales event and take home a Polaris built to turn your off-road dreams into reality. Take advantage of great deals on new units or check out the lineup of quality pre-owned machines. Spring waits for no one. Don't miss your moment. The Polaris Get Ready to Ride Spring Sales event is going on now. Terms and conditions apply. Not all will qualify for financing rates. See dealer for details and additional offers. Driver must be at least 16 years old with a valid driver's license to operate. Read, understand, and follow your owner's manual.
Celebrate Mom this Sunday with the help of Barney Pharmacy. They would love to help you find the perfect gift. They have beautiful jewelry, lotion, pocket charms, puzzles, inspirational books, and candies. And of course, you can pair your perfect gift with the perfect card from their great selection. Grab a card and gift for your favorite graduate, too. Don't forget, they offer free gift wrap, too, so you can leave and are ready to go. Happy Mother's Day from Barney Pharmacy in downtown Broken Bow.
It would be a shame if we had to Google, before the show's over, if we had to Google what happened to the magpies in central Nebraska.
Well, we don't have to wait till the show's over. You want me to do it right now?
No, I want to wait, see if somebody here locally can tell us before we go to the digital side of the world.
Until you described it to me, I'll be honest. I mean, I heard of the magpie, but I don't know if I would have been able to even tell you what one looked like had you not described them to me.
Well, let's not Google until we have to.
Okay.
Let's have a conversation. If we Google, it's over. That's what happens with this digital world we live in. We can't even remember our own phone numbers or even our wives' phone numbers because it's in the contacts.
That's true. What's
your wife's cell phone number? Well, I don't know. I just go to contacts and what's your kid's phone number? Well, I just go to contacts. Where have all the magpies gone? Well, I don't know. I'll just Google it and find out. No real story to it. No folklore. No people who have lived.
No debate. No debating.
No debate. No excitement about it. Just click G for Google or even talk into your phone. You don't even have to type it in. Where have all the magpies gone in central Nebraska? It'll probably pop up. AI will tell you something, whether it's right or not. Oh, man, I'm running out of time. Born running out of time. Here from one of our listeners with their version of what happened to the magpie without Googling. We'll find out more about that after these words.
Sun Valley Landscaping is bursting with beautiful, vibrant flowers and ready for all you gardeners. They love this time of year and can't wait to help you plan your gardens and flower beds. Their greenhouses are filled with healthy and gorgeous perennials, annuals, and garden vegetables. Sun Valley will pot your plants for you or take home one of their unique planters or already made hanging baskets. Open Monday through Friday 10 to 6, Saturday 10 to 5, and Sunday noon to 5. Sun Valley Landscaping, east of the Fire Hall on Highway 2 in Ansley.
Farmers, save up to 90% on herbicide costs. With Green Eye Technologies' AI-driven targeted spraying system, you can precisely spray only the weeds to reduce non-residual herbicide use by up to 90%, alongside better weed control and stronger yields. The Green Eye system retrofits seamlessly onto existing sprayers. No new iron, no per acre fees, just smarter spraying. Spray less, grow more with Green Eye Technology. Visit greeneye.ag to lock in early bird pricing. That's greeneye.ag.
At Gateway Motors, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, they'll go to the ends of the earth, literally, to find the perfect vehicle for you. They take every detail you share, from color to trim to the smallest feature, and search high and low until they discover exactly what fits your needs. When you work with Gateway Motors, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, You can trust they'll stop at nothing to make sure the car, truck, or SUV you want ends up in your garage. From North Dakota to Texas, California to Maine, where will the perfect vehicle you're searching come from? Find out at Gateway Motors in Broken Bow.
It's almost 8:30. You're listening to KCNI KBBN Radio, Broken Bow, Nebraska. Good to have you along. Thanks for listening. Just received this note on this person's version of what happened to the magpies. Now, when this note came in, Brent, I do remember, and maybe it's just because I think I remember. You know how that is sometimes? You go back in time. But this particular person believes that magpies kind of disappeared when producers started using pour-on for grubs on cattle.
Oh.
And they pour on the killer of the grubs on the back of the cattle, and then the magpies would unfortunately eat the poisonous grubs. And I believe you would see a magpie lunching on grubs on cattle back in the day. So that's a version.
Yeah, it's interesting.
That makes sense. And they started using pour-on, and then the magpies started disappearing. That's one version. See how much better that was than Googling?
Yes.
Yeah. And we'll Google at the end to see what it says.
Okay.
And it'll probably show a picture of a magpie, vicious with teeth, some sort of aggressive bird. I don't know. We'll find out. But they were grub eaters, and maybe that was their demise.
Yeah.
So, Brent, don't eat any grubs.
Okay, thanks. I'll take note of that.
What you really need to eat, though, because they're so good for so many different purposes, and they're so healthy, eggs.
Oh, yeah. Love eggs.
Irwin Gardens and Poultry coming back to Broken Bow this weekend. You can find them at the parking lot at Tractor Supply Company this Saturday with farm fresh goodness that you don't want to miss. This Saturday from 10 a.m. until 1 p.m., you can stock up on exactly what your kitchen needs. Straight from the coop to your table. Support local, eat better, and taste the difference with Irwin Produce and Poultry. You can snag a dozen large eggs for just $3 a dozen. Wow, that's a good deal because these eggs are farm fresh. They're big farm eggs that really can be used for anything. Don't let this deal scramble away. Add some farm fresh flavor to your weekend. Irwin Produce and Poultry will be at Tractor Supply this Saturday from 10 a.m. until 1 p.m., and they plan to be there every Saturday morning. They weren't here last week for conflict of schedule, but they're back, and they'll be out at the parking lot. You'll see a little sign there when you pull in. They're off to your left when you pull into the parking lot. Very, very nice people with Irwin Gardens and Poultry. They'd love to say hi and have you pick up some eggs.
Sounds good. Hey, Nebraska Land Hearing in Broken Bow reminds you to get your hearing checked. Now, you might be saying, well, if I need hearing aids, I won't be able to afford them. So, well, Roxanne says, hey, don't worry about that because hearing aids do not have to break the bank. Proudly serving the Broken Bow area from the same trusted location for over 10 years, Roxanne has been helping neighbors hear better without the hassle of long drives or big city prices. With over 35 years of experience and multiple Best of the Best awards, Roxanne offers top-quality, state-of-the-art hearing technology, including rechargeable hearing aids. Also provides free evaluations, free office calls, extended warranties, and discounts for both new and returning patients. So skip the drive to the big city. Call 308-384-3852. Schedule your appointment today for expert hometown care that fits your budget right here in Broken Bow inside the Chamber Building. Again, the number 308-384-3852.
You're listening to The Breakfast Show on this fabulous Friday going into Mother's Day weekend. Graduations going on. We're right in the heartlands. play for you here on this Friday. And if you check Marcus King out, you'll find that he can play country like that, country rock like that. He's a guitarist that can play just about anything all the way to Jimi Hendrix and that genre as well. Bluegrass, he's got it all. He's a lot of fun, got that unique voice. Hope you enjoyed him. Marcus King on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. We'll be right back to talk more about magpies. Where have they gone, Brent? Where have they gone?
This Mother's Day, treat Mom to something she'll truly enjoy, a delicious meal prepared just for her. Our Mother's Day buffet at the Bonfire Grill will be open from 11 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. on Sunday, May 10th. Our buffet features prime rib, baked honey ham, Mediterranean chicken, chicken tenders, and assorted sides, salads, and desserts. There's something for everyone, so make sure to give us a call at 308-872-6662 and reserve your spot with us.
Cattlemen, spring is here and things are starting to green up. But alongside the good green like pasture grass and trees come the bad greens, musk thistles, mullenweed, buckbrush, and other weeds. Let Aero Aviation help you get the bad green under control this spring. They use the latest in aircraft and GPS technology and crop protection products while keeping the good green in your pocket. Call Casey, Melissa, or Kim today and schedule spring spraying with Aero Aviation, 872-5113.
Take a listen to the list of projects that MC Fencing can help you with. Fencing, including builds, removals, and repairs, plus cedar tree cutting, including those hard-to-get spots like side hills. MC Fencing uses professional-grade equipment, which means you receive the most efficient and cleanest job possible. The journey toward their fair and competitive pricing begins with a free estimate. Openings are available now, so call Martin Castro at 308-870-6227. MC Fencing, serving Custer County and the surrounding area.
Injuries happen. Staying injured doesn't have to. At Rise Rehab and Performance, the focus is on recovery, performance, and keeping you moving. With one-on-one care, customized PT plans, and performance-based programming, they help people of all activity levels come back stronger and move with confidence. From rehab to long-term performance and injury prevention, they help you rise above the pain and get back to what you love. Rise Rehab and Performance. Call 872-5800 to set up your appointment today.
20 minutes before the hour. Brent and Dave with you here on The Breakfast Show. Brent, did you get a text? You said you got a text
I did.
or something?
Yes, it has to do with magpies, but I can't wait to see how you respond to this.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you said you said to the listeners, you've said to all of us, you can't use, you don't want to Google.
Not till
right?
the end of the show, anyway.
Okay. Well, what if someone used something other than Google? Do you still want to know that information or not?
Is there something besides Google that people are using?
Yeah, there is. Tim Loy, you know Tim.
Oh, of course,
good
Tim.
friend of ours.
Oh, Tim.
Good morning,
yeah.
Tim. Tim has texted me. He has sent me right here a little thing. It's off Twitter. I think there's a search engine on Twitter. What is it, Grok or something?
I have no idea.
But he says considerably better than Google.
Well, Tim would know. He's a smart kid.
So basically, it's not Google, but it's kind of the same premise. So I will leave it up to you. I am happy to bring this up and to read the information or not.
Shoot.
It's up to you.
Shoot.
You want to do it?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Are magpies still commonly found in Nebraska? Thoughts, it says. No. Black-billed magpies are not commonly found in Nebraska overall, though small populations persist primarily in the western part of the state.
Way out west?
They were historically more widespread, nearly statewide before 1900, and remaining common in the West and Northwest through the mid-20th century. Since then, especially since the early 2000s, their range has contracted significantly westward, and numbers have declined markedly, with distribution now fragmented and many local populations at risk of disappearing. Per Nebraska Bird Resources, updated in the mid-2020s, uncommon regular resident in the West especially the Panhandle and North Platte River Valley. Locally uncommon in the southwest and rare elsewhere. They are only rare casual winter visitors outside core breeding areas, it says. Strongholds remain in areas like Scotts Bluff and surrounding counties.
Okay.
The main driver of the decline of the magpie appears to be West Nile virus, it says, arriving in the early 2000s, which hit magpies hard alongside other factors like climate, humidity changes, and habitat shifts.
Doesn't say anything about the poron grub.
No.
Not in that particular.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not seeing anything about that.
Well, then Tim Loy's on my biting list.
Uh-oh.
That's all I got to
Put
say.
it plain and just don't like you. Not a thing about the way you is. And if there ever come a time I got rabies, you're high on my biting.
And it kind of goes along with what Tim's research showed, although they did say that the decline of the magpie started before the Niles virus and that in that time period. So they say, though, in the early 2000s, West Nile virus definitely made things deteriorate quicker. And then, of course, does say here in some other literature that they did mention the use of applicants to reduce the grubs on cattle. So it might be a number of different things, but they mentioned the West Nile virus and also habitat and all the different things that have changed their habits. Mm-hmm. And so if you want to see a magpie, you might want to head for Scotts Bluff.
There you go.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Kristen. Thank you, very nice lady who knows her birds. Sent us the note on the other. So, All right, we're going to continue with a live read. We call them live reads here on The Breakfast Show. Basically, what we do is we talk about good businesses and what they offer to you. And one of those right now is the Whiskey Barrel in Broken Bow on the east side of Broken Bow. Not too far east, just a little ways out, right across from Gateway Motors, right between Subway and Vet Care. I'm not going to use the sandwich thing. That's getting kind of old. But I used to say sandwich between Subway and Vet Care, which, was...
Well, I thought it was very clever.
Semi-funny once, but I kept using it for 6 or 8, 10 months, maybe 3 years. I don't know. So I'm not going to say that again. But when you go in to the Whiskey Barrel, you're going to find if Stan's there, he'll take care of you. He's got great staff members who work there as well. They're open 7 days a week, so it takes a few people to offer this service to you 7 days a week. And just know that you'll probably enjoy some good conversation along with that wide selection of your favorite adult beverages. And you can buy pop and other things too, non-alcoholic bubbly and that sort of thing for celebrations. But one thing's for sure, when you buy things straight out of their coolers, whatever the beverage is, and you put it in your cooler, you're warming it up because they have their freezers there, coolers I should say, right at the edge of freezing. And the nice thing about that is if you're not able to have a cooler with you and you're headed home, headed over to somebody's place to relax and enjoy one another's company, you can take a cold beverage with you. That will be plenty cold, and you can sit down and enjoy it there. Whiskey Barrel in Broken Bow, 7 days a week, out on East Highway 2, Broken Bow.
Hey, they are looking for someone to join their team at Ansley Lumber and Supply, looking for the right person, and this role leans heavily toward the following. Really looking for someone with a Class B CDL. Strongly recommended. Also looking for someone with strong knowledge of building materials and hardware, of course, and confident in sales ability and excellent with customer service. The position goes beyond driving, looking for someone who can deliver locally and represent the company professionally, help contractors and homeowners plan projects, recommend the right products with confidence, work both the yard and the sales counter, and stay organized and comfortable with computers. Benefits available, including health insurance and retirement options. If you know lumber, know customers, and can drive, they want to talk with you. So apply in person at Ansley Lumber and Supply, right there at 723 Main Street in Ansley. You can also email ansleylumber@gmail.com. Or if you'd like more information, give them a call at 308-935-1815.
All right, thank you very much. We'll be right back.
Make us part of your morning routine.
Just really great music, and you guys are fun and active and lively and just a good station.
Central Nebraska wakes up with Dave and Brent on The Breakfast Show. At BD, they are proud to be part of the community, working every day to advance the world of health. Their team is passionate about making healthcare safer and easier for the people who matter most: patients, families, and caregivers. Whether it's developing new medical devices or supporting local health efforts, they believe in creating a healthier future together. BD, advancing the world of health, right here at home.
Hi, this is Andrew Knost, CEO at Gothenburg Health. We believe quality healthcare does more than heal. It helps communities thrive. We continue to reimagine rural healthcare with a balance of innovation, compassion, and expertise to serve you better. And because we're supporting our friends, family, and neighbors, delivering quality care just means more. Gothenburg Health, well ahead.
Discover the beauty of the Secret Garden, open every day in May. Weekday hours are 11:30 to 4:30, Saturdays 8:30 to 4:30, and Sundays 1 to 4. Browse a stunning variety of annuals and succulents and let them plant your pots for you. Shop anytime at thesecretgardenonline.com, just west of Myrna on Highway 92 and a half a mile north. Monday through Saturday, you can catch their delicious drinks and lunches at their Broken Bow location inside the old McDonald's building. The Secret Garden.
8:52, we told you earlier that we would have a special guest in today, and our guest is here. J.P. Skelly is here, and he is with the Midwest Broadcast Journalist Association. And J.P. was here, was it a year ago, JB?
Yes, it was.
All right, and you were here for the same purpose, which we're pretty excited about, and we do want to mention to you that Jeremy, who is responsible for what we're going to be doing here this morning, had a appointment for a medical appointment that he had to take care of, so he is not
Hope
here.
First.
Yeah. So I think everybody understands that, but you brought some hardware with you.
Boy,
but before,
did I ever.
Yeah. Before we get to that, though, let's talk a little bit about the association and what it does. And I think we kind of talked about your career last time as well. So let's do that again and kind of refresh folks how your career started and what you did and how you ended up in this association.
Well, it started actually, going back to years. I'm a New York native, and I grew up listening to the biggest radio market in the world, New York City. And it's something that I always wanted to do. As things went on, though, I didn't know how to break into radio, being that I was living on Long Island. I didn't have any connections. So I wound up getting a degree in geology, and in 1979, I moved to Billings, Montana, and I worked in the last oil boom in the Williston Basin. I did that for 6 years, but like every boom, it started to go bust. And I said, well, what's we going to do next? Well, there was a good broadcasting school in Billings called the May School of Broadcasting, and I figured, well, what the heck? And so I did, and I really enjoyed it. The interesting part, I was 29 at the time, and most of the people in my class were between 18 and 20 years old, so I was a non-traditional student, to say the least. Graduated there. And then I was working part-time at a station, and then I did a phone interview with the general manager of KORN, Joe Shields, says, well, what do you know about agriculture? They wanted me as the farm news director. I said, well, we drilled on some ranches. Fine, you're hired. So I showed up at KORN in 1986 doing ag news and stuff and doing the mornings. And I did regular news on the side as well. Well, we wound up having some changes in ownership and things like that. And then I was offered the news director's job in 1998. And it was kind of funny when my general manager said, we'd like you to be the news director, but I still like doing the morning show or whatever. Well, it's either that or you're looking for a job. I said, I'm going to love being news director. And everything worked out well. And so got my feet wet and learned a little bit about it. But we were always, every year we got this literature from then NBNA, Northwest Broadcast News Association. And I said, oh, this is kind of interesting and stuff. And my new owner, Dean Sorensen's a great guy. He said, do you ever think about entering a broadcast contest or something like that? So I did for the Associated Press in South Dakota. And then I decided, well, let's try NBNA. So I entered my first contest, I think it was 1999 or 2000. It was a soft feature called Cops, Kids, and Christmas. We used to have all law enforcement in the area that we would collect donations and things, and we would deliver them actually to the homes stuff. It was absolutely wonderful, a great story, and I wound up getting my first, this was before it became a Severide Award, and I said, great. So I went to the gathering in Minneapolis, and I just fell in love with it. I got to meet a lot of folks from our 6-state region, and some pretty heavy hitters in the world of broadcast journalism, and so I enjoyed that a lot. Next year I went back and won a few more awards, and then I said, boy, wonder how I could get on the board of this. And it was interesting because a gentleman from South Dakota State University, he was getting ready to retire. He was on the board. He said, want to take my spot? And I said, yeah, sure. And that began the journey. Eventually, we changed now, NBNA started in 1948, and it's been going strong ever since. And then we changed it to Midwest Broadcast Journalism Association, and I came up through the ranks. Actually, I've served as organization president twice, but I just love it so much. the impact that we have by learning. And we just had the conference in St. Paul this year at the Intercontinental. So, my good old friends and everybody, we get together. And as I joke, I said, I love going to those contests, or I should say the conferences, because I'm among my people. We've got a good station and a good staff. My fellow broadcasters take care of mostly the sports and the music end of it, and KRN News Radio is pretty much news talk. And so that's where I am, and so here I am today. And it was interesting last year because Christine Page Deers, our executive secretary, said, JP, you go to Nebraska every now and then, don't you? I said, yeah. Well, we got a couple of awards for KCNI and KBBN in Broken Bow. Do you ever go near that? I said, geez, it's 30 miles from my wife's hometown. So we did it. We were just absolutely delighted to do it. I was hoping to see you folks there at the conference, but I believe a wedding got in the way.
Yeah, Jeremy had a wedding April 11th, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it seems like Jeremy and his wife Nicole and the kids, they're on the wedding circuit right now. I guess it's that time of their lives, but they seem like they're going to a wedding about every other weekend and are involved in them, not just as attendees. So it's really, we're blessed to have this coincidence that your wife has ties to Arnold and you're here this time of year to be able to receive these awards. JP, let's take a quick news break and come back, and we'll continue here in the 9 o'clock hour, if that's all right with you.
Of course, it's news. Let's do this.
Okay. News is next on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
USA Radio News. I'm John Summers. Thursday, the U.S. trade tariff went against President Trump's 10% global tariffs, which took effect February 24th, but it only applied to the state of Washington and 2 small businesses. The hantavirus cruise ship outbreak has come to Texas. 2 people who were on board are residents. A California immigration judge sued the Justice Department, saying she was fired for her political views and support of immigrant rights. The meeting between President Trump and Brazil's president at the White House Thursday was unexpectedly closed to the press.
Trump was expected to give on-camera comments with President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva, but instead he posted on Truth Social. The meeting went well. I'm Jim Root.
The new GOP-drawn congressional map in Tennessee was signed into law by Republican Governor Bill Lee Thursday. From America's News Network, USA Radio News.
This is Denny Gillum, host of Frontlines of Freedom, here to tell you about an amazing new book, The Miracle Man, written by a good friend of mine. It's a remarkable, true account of faith, healing, and restoration in the face of impossible odds. Through a harrowing series of events and miraculous answers to prayer, Bill receives a donor's heart with only hours left to live. His rapid recovery and return to normal life is a story that shows God's power to heal and his faithfulness in answering prayers. The Miracle Man is available online through Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and other booksellers.
Lisa Wolf here to tell you about our newest website for old-time radio lovers. It's 100radioshows.com. At this site, there are 5 old-time radio shows waiting for you to download free as our gift to you. And be sure to browse the additional 700 old-time radio shows available to you for 70% off by using the promo code RADIO at checkout. This is a limited-time offer, so log on to 100radioshows.com. That's 100radioshows.com.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Brianna Murrow.
The Detroit Pistons have won 5 straight games.
Left swing now to Cade against Struess. Cade with a step back, long go! That shot was murder, and he got nothing but net.
Pistons radio network on the call. They took down the Cavaliers 107-97 to take a 2-0 series lead. Cade Cunningham had 25 points and 10 assists. Tobias Harris had 21 points. On the losing side, Donovan Mitchell added 31 points. James Harden struggled. He only had 10 points, and 2 of those were in the second half. The Thunder held on to take down the Lakers 125-107 to take a 2-0 series lead to continue their 7-game win streak in the postseason. Austin Reeves had a playoff career-high 31 points, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander had 22. In the NHL playoffs, the Hurricanes topped the Flyers 4-1. Baseball wins for the Rays and Cubs.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. Mainly sunny skies today with daytime highs approaching 75. Winds out of the northwest 10 to 15 miles per hour. Clear skies tonight, lows around 44. Cloudy skies with a few peaks of sun. Tomorrow, slight chance of rain showers. Daytime highs approaching 77. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
It's so much more than a furniture store. It's Chapin's Interiors on the south side of the square in Broken Bow. You'll find a stunning selection of home decor, jewelry, flooring, mattresses, and more, plus great fashions at Square One Boutique. Fashions to flooring. Chapin's Interiors in Broken Bow.
Spring is here, and it's time to get those fencing and pasture projects underway. For over 13 years, Moline Seed and Fence has been helping Nebraska producers get the job done. From corral design and feedlot design before the project starts to just a simple mile of barbed wire fence. From creosote, hedge, fiberglass, and pipe posts to trusted wire brands like Oklahoma, Red Brand, Stay Tough, and H&W Moline Seeds and Fence understands the process of rebuilding after the wildfire, and they are here to help guide you through and ensure all your fences are built to the government specs. With a trusted network of contractors and the largest selection of quality supplies, Moline Seed and Fence will get you taken care of. Quality is a staple in our business. Call us today, 308-529-0781, or visit MolineSeedandFence.com. With locations in Gothenburg and Thetford, and coming soon, Broken Bow.
It is 4 minutes past the hour of 9 o'clock. Our temperature, 59. Some sunshine, a few clouds covering the sunshine occasionally. Wind's not a factor so far today. The downside is we're still stuck on 200s precipitation for the month. We did get a couple of nice jags at the end of last month, so we're holding on. We're hoping for some rain here in the very near future. Our special guest is in the studio with us today, J.P. Skelly, right. And he is with the Midwest Broadcast Journalists Association and a longtime broadcaster himself. And we got to meet JP last year, and we didn't know that you'd be back this year with awards, JP, but we're excited about that.
Well, I was at the awards banquet, and of course, the way they're presented, they have a reel, if you would. And they announced the winners as such, and then I saw that KCNI and KBBN. Oh, good! They won an award. And I joke with Bonnie. I said, "Looks like we're going to be making a trip to Nebraska."
Well,
and I told them right away I'd be more than happy to do it.
We appreciate it, and they'll look good on the wall because we have some across the way. We'll use the new space we have to put these up. Jeremy Scheib deserves 100% of the credit for these plaques because he's wrote the stories, he's done all the work, and he put the applications in. So he's really the guy that should be here. But as we mentioned, he has a medical appointment today that he had to attend to for his family. Let's back up before we do the awards. We were talking about off the air about CBS, and people might notice that we are now a USA Radio News affiliate rather than CBS. It's not really our doing because CBS is closing down its radio network after many, many years.
Almost 100 years.
Yeah.
Almost 100 years. I'm a bit of a radio history nerd.
Good. Because the tradition there is steep. I mean, it's deep.
Yes.
And we hate to see that happen. And business, politics, and who knows what else is going into the corporate brain right now. But it's a sad day when you close down a radio network that's been around that long.
Oh, a heritage network, a legendary network as such. And I've gotten to know a few of the people there over the years. I mentioned Peter King, even though I've never met him in person. We became friends on social media. And a number of years ago, I put together a session on broadcast writing at the conference, and he was kind enough. He joined us by Skype, And we had another Lindsay Siebert, who was working at WCCO TV, and Peter said, "Yeah, I'd love to do it." And of course, he is the Orlando bureau chief, and the Orlando bureau is located in his house.
Yes. It's in his house?
Yes, it is. And the funny part of it is he's just such a great guy. He had a couple of pets. Otis was the assistant bureau chief, and I forget what the cat's name was, Scout, I think. But it's just amazing that people don't realize that. The thing that was so amazing about Peter, when you listen to his voice, he had enthusiasm to it. I've got news to tell you. Mm-hmm. And that's something we're going to miss. And, of course, his coverage of the space program was second to none.
It was good.
And, he was just amazing with that, and shared many stories about the coverage over the years and all. Michael Wallace, who's on there. Now, how did Michael Wallace end up with CBS Radio? Is because his station in New York, WCBS 880, they changed the format, made it all sports, and so they got rid of a heck of a great staff, and Michael was one of them, and he was fortunate he was able to segue over to CBS Network. Mm-hmm. So it's amazing how people get around as such, and I was glad to see it. In fact, one of his colleagues at WCBS 880, Wayne Cabot, wound up on ABC Network Radio. So they all get around, and that's good. But it's still a disturbing trend when I shouldn't say good journalism, excellent journalism is so important now. And CBS did an absolutely wonderful job, and ABC has done very well for us. And there's been a lot of that over the years, and it's great. You folks do a wonderful job with the local and state news, and that's important. But we still need to keep folks up to date on what's going on across the nation and around the world.
Yeah. Well, it'll be interesting to see where some of those fine folks go. Maybe they're close to retirement age.
Peter is.
Yeah. So,
I can tell you that.
So we'll maybe hear them someplace else, and maybe we will not. But, I believe I'm fair in saying that professional journalists are maybe as important or more important than ever, because we have the chitter-chatter white noise of social media, which is not really a news source. And we struggle with that here at this radio station. A lot of times when people post something on Facebook and you don't know about what's going on, they say, well, I posted it on Facebook. And you go, well, that doesn't mean that anybody outside of your circle saw that or read it. The other side of that is this: what really bothers us, I think, is reposting somebody else's post that's inaccurate. And
Bingo.
Then bad things happen when you have just, well, I'm going to repost that. I'm behind that. I believe that, and repost it when it's false.
Oh, and one thing that I've spoken about over the years, when it comes to some of this, folks tend to gravitate toward what they want to believe, even if it's false.
Yes.
And that's the sad part. The other things that I have seen on social media, too, are these folks, they basically sit by a scanner all day, and they hear something. Oh, my gosh, there was a car wreck somewhere, and they immediately, get that on and stuff. Mm-hmm. And then people post, oh, this is great and stuff. Oh, I know the person who was involved in it. I'm saying, oh, be careful.
Yeah.
Oh, be careful when it comes to that. And that's why I do think people need to do their homework. Be wise news consumers. Find a trusted source, and I mean a really trusted source that's willing to tell the truth when other folks like it. And sometimes we don't like what we hear. But I think it's necessary we have that, and that's the beauty of local radio. And by the way, when Bonnie and I were coming in today, I heard an announcement that you got from the Nebraska Broadcasters Association about the importance of local radio and what it means to the community. That is so well done. In fact, I'm probably going to steal it and tell our Broadcasters Association about it, but that needs to be shared with people. We're important to what we do in the community. We're here for the good things like, your high school graduations, but the job that you folks have done with all these devastating fires, we've been listening and we've been watching up in South Dakota about this, and it just amazes me. That's when local radio is so important. And, this community is blessed to have you guys, and I'm glad you have that great dedication to it.
Well, thank you. Again, hats off to Jeremy. And we're probably always looking for a good news writer, and they are harder to come by.
Yes, they are.
Yeah. I think that's one of the main challenges in small market, maybe larger market, is getting somebody who loves to follow news and write it correctly. It's a tall task, and there's less of them.
The thing that I enjoy most of all, and I cover all different types of news as such, but I like doing stuff on the lighter side every now and then. And we have such a great opportunity to tell stories because you go back to radio. We were theater of the mind. That was all we had before television and all. And that's fun to do. And I like to, when I can, sit down and put a couple of hours into a story, especially if it's not, a big serious news story, but something fun. And in fact, recently up at the conference, I was on a panel discussion. Where do you find news stories? You find them everywhere. There was a cartoon years ago about this young boy whose father always told him, open your eyes and see what you can see. And then when he came home from school, he was to report to Dad. And it was kind of interesting. Hope people won't turn me off for saying this, but it was a little song that went on to it. All the way to school and all the way back, I looked and I kept careful track. But all that I noticed besides my own feet was a horse and a wagon on Mulberry Street. See what's around you.
Yeah.
And we were doing that. I had an opportunity a number of years ago while we had Garrison Keillor brought Prairie Home Companion to the world's only coin palace. I said, oh, this is going to be cool. At that time, our station was only 2 blocks south. And I said, boy, I'm going to get to talk to Garrison Keillor. And basically, I found out he doesn't do interviews.
Oh.
So I said, well, thanks, but no. She asked, well, would you like to talk to Fred? And I'm saying, who's Fred? He's the sound effects guy for Prairie Home Companion. And I was about to say no, and then the bulb went on. I said, how cool is this opportunity? Where are you guys? 2 blocks south. We'll send him right over. I knew about Fred because he wrote a book called Fred Newman, Mouth Sounds. Teaches you how to make sounds with the, champagne corks and things like that. And he did that. And I did that interview with him. It was one of the best. And it was one of the best little feature stories that I had ever gotten. So sometimes, you get dealt lemons, you make lemonades as such.
Yeah, and you did it, and that's all part of it.
Yeah.
Well, us in radio, we have time against us here, so talk a little bit about the Severide Award itself.
Yes. Severide Awards cover a 6-state region that Nebraska, South Dakota, a few others are a part of. And this recognizes broadcast journalism and broadcast excellence. And we just absolutely love this. And we have so many different categories involved. And, for example, your first place award here under the breaking news category, power plant explosions wake Broken Bow residents, cause widespread outage. I remember seeing this on TV, and I said, oh, wow, that's absolutely amazing. Well, here you guys were. You're out there. You did great on that. The other one that I see here, and video journalism, small market radio. Custer County Schoolhouse travels nearly 20 miles to a new home. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, that schoolhouse has been moved from north of here through town to the Red Barn out east of town, which is a tourism barn.
Yeah.
And so they wanted to bring in a one-room schoolhouse to go along with the sod house that they had built there in the year before. So it was a wonderful story in many ways, because it was moving a schoolhouse that probably would have fell apart over the years out there through town and to its new home, which will allow people who have never seen a one-room schoolhouse come in and take a look. So there was a lot of different things.
What's interesting about this is this KCNI, KBBN radio, and this is video journalism, to show you how much that we've expanded over the years.
Yeah.
That's absolutely great. And I see another award of merit: multimedia journalist, solo storyteller, small market radio, fires burned, dog's life saved, historic building moved, and Jeremy Shipe reporting.
Yes.
This is great. So this is like a compilation of several things. That's absolutely great. And, of course, this is one of my favorites, too, and we've got a category for it: Small Market Radio Award of Merit, Sports Play-by-Play. Broken Bow Girls set new school three-pointer record. This is great stuff.
Yeah.
It is.
And JP, that would be in Brent's arena. He's our sports director as well. So.
Great.
Yeah, Jeremy called the game, though. Yes.
Which he does.
Yes.
I was about to say, what doesn't he do?
He does our graphics. He does our internet
He does
work.
everything.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, he's a station manager. He's really taken to radio when he didn't, I don't think, in the beginning thought he'd ever be in a radio station. Journalism, he had a degree in it from University of Nebraska. He applied at a newspaper or two and ended up in radio, which we're glad he has. So.
Well, I'm glad too,
Yeah.
because radio, we need good writers. That's what's most important. But we cover so many categories that, and this applies to small, medium, large market, student market radio and television and things like that. It's really great to see people get the recognition that they deserve. KOR News Radio, we picked up the best small market radio morning newscast from Mitchell's Morning News. And then the one that I'm very proud of was first place in small market radio talk public affairs, Inside State Government. That's a weekly legislative talk show that we have during the 9 weeks of our legislative session. I've been hosting it for almost 30 years, and the beauty of that is our legislators come in every week.
Wow.
They don't have to. There's no obligation, but they do such a great job in that. And a quick story, one of the legislators, Representative Jeff Bafke from Mitchell, he's also in the Army Reserve. He missed session this year because he was finishing up a 9-month tour of duty in the Middle East.
Wow.
And he's back safe and sound. And so Senator Paul Miskimmons and Representative Kaylee Knowles, they filled the void quite well. The interesting thing that I love about this show is everybody knows each other. Senator Miskimmons, for example, he was my dentist for 30 years before he retired. And Representative Knowles, I've known her since she was a kid. I interviewed Kaylee and her sisters when they were 4-H kids.
Yes.
So it's just great to have these connections as such, which is so important. And, it's just something serving the public, because everybody loves that show. And Representative Bafke told me, he said, I could listen to the legislative session every day. Of course, it's 10, 11 o'clock over in the Middle East while they're in session. And I said, did you catch Inside State Government? He says, yes. Thanks for having that as a podcast on the website so I could keep up. So we have an international reach, so to speak.
That's the thing. With internet, you do.
It is. Yeah. It's great.
Well, JP, thanks for coming in.
Oh, you're more than welcome. Thanks for inviting me in. I just love talking small market radio and community service more than anything else.
Well, we're glad you're here, and we hope you have a great stay. Arnold's a great place to be.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll do this again next year.
I hope so.
We'll see what Jeremy comes up with, right, Brent?
Yes, right on.
JP Skelly with the Midwest Broadcast Journalists Association, bringing us some Eric Severide Awards, what we'll cherish for a long, long time.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
We'll take a time out. We've got a couple things we need to do yet this morning on the show, so stay tuned.
Spring is almost here. I'm getting that sudden urge to plant things.
Wow, it really is about that time.
We better make a trip to the garden center in Broken Bow. They have everything from soil to multiple bulk seeds like jade green beans and corn. Oh, and I can't forget the onion sets and seed potatoes.
And they have grow lights and heating pads so we could start our seedling inside and get a head start.
They even have some really cool yard art to make the yard look amazing.
Let's head on down to the garden center in Broken Bow and get growing.
Hey Nebraska, this is Aaron Bereuter, your local channel agronomist, here to let you know that Channel Agronomy has more than doubled our team of agronomists. That means more game-changing local insights, more personalized advice, and more boots-on-the-ground support to take your acres to the next level. This season, we're expecting to see a higher incidence of tar spot in our corn acres. This disease has shown potential to significantly reduce corn yields. If you see or hear of tar spot moving into your area, consider applying a fungicide like Delaro Complete during the tasseling or silking stages of corn development. Delaro Complete has shown protection from tar spot for up to 21 days after application. Selecting the right channel hybrid for your fields, along with proactive management of foliar diseases, will give you the best opportunity to maximize your corn's yield potential. And with Channel Agronomy on your team, you'll always be ready to make the right move. For more local agronomy tips from agronomists just like me, visit channel.com/agronomy. And always remember to read and follow pesticide label directions, grain marketing, and other stewardship practices.
At BD, they are driving healthcare forward. Every day, their innovations help doctors diagnose faster, protect nurses on the front lines, and improve care for millions worldwide. They believe in big ideas, bold solutions, and a future where healthcare works better for everyone. Together, progress isn't just being made. The world of health is being advanced. BD, where innovation meets impact.
Small market radio is a lot of fun, and this morning we've been able to discuss and research and find out more about birds.
Mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, let me just go to the Bird of Nebraska book again. What bird will we check out tomorrow? Today it was the black-billed magpie, and JP mentioned to us there was a cartoon that I was trying to remember.
Heckle and Jekyll.
Heckle and Jekyll.
Yeah.
And you had a magpie in that. So we've discussed and found out more about magpies. We have also received several awards for news coverage here in central Nebraska, and that comes from the Midwest Broadcast Journalists Association, and proud to announce the Eric Severide Awards in April, which we received. And Eric Severide, as I think most of you know who follow history at all, was a famous journalist, a correspondent for CBS Radio and Television, and that honor will not be looked over. So look past. Thank you so much. Brent, do you have one more thing you wanted to bring forward here?
Yeah, we just want to remind everybody that our good friend Jan Doggett, who of course has had Jan's Styling Salon for many, many years, would like everyone to know that she did not retire. She is just relocated, and you can find her now doing hair in the beauty salon at Off-Broadway Apartments. Give her a call to schedule an appointment today at 308-870-0801. Jan keeps up to date with doing perms, colors, haircuts for the entire family. Located on the second floor of Off-Broadway Apartments now, you can get professional hair work done for a great hair day. So if you're looking for a new look, whether it be a perm, color, or just a trim for a fresh look, call Jan at Jan Styling Salon, 308-870-0801, now located inside Off-Broadway Apartments on the second floor.
All right, I want to let you know about a couple things before we close the show. If you're just tuning in, we do want you folks out there to know if you had kids in the spring coloring contest, there's some colors here for you. A 24-pack of crayons that will give the kids, if you want to come back out, and maybe you want to pick up your drawings, your sheets while you're here. Take them home because you worked hard on them, and we'll have some crayons here for the kids that colored in the contest. We had the winners, of course, but they're all winners for being a part of our contest, so come on out and pick those up. Also, the Bow Family Furniture stores, Bow Family Flooring and Furniture, will be closed today and tomorrow, and it's kind of a sad thought when we were talking about great broadcasters because Kent Westling was a great broadcaster, spent a lot of time up in the northern states broadcasting before he moved here to Broken Bow to be with the family here with Bow Family Furniture. But Kent did some work for us, some sports, a lot of voice work because he had this great voice. And we lost Kent unexpectedly, and of course he's part of the Bow family. And so the stores will be closed today and tomorrow. So our thoughts are with the family. Brent, we'll get back together next week.
Okay.
If you're willing. And I have some thoughts for you.
Do you?
And your yard next week.
Oh, really? I can't wait.
I want to think about, or have you think about, turning it into a grackle kingdom. It'll be a tourist spot. People will come to see the grackles at your place, and I think it's really going to fly. Get it?
Yeah, I do get it. Wow, it's amazing. It's amazing to me how your mind continues to expand this whole idea. It started with a bird feeder in my yard, and we have moved to, I don't know, a bird paradise, to a bird sanctuary, to now a grackle kingdom.
Yes.
Wow.
And we still need to get everything in the yard that we discussed, beginning with the bird feeder. I got to get that done for you, and I'll just charge it to you. Don't worry.
Yeah,
They'll send you a bill on that.
I can count on you for that.
One last break, and then we'll close the show.
Any dairy producer will tell you feed costs are high, margins are tight, and every decision for the ration has to pay. That's why high oleic soybeans are getting so much attention. It's not just the buzz about butterfat. High oleic soy is an energy-dense feed ingredient producers and nutritionists are evaluating for real economic impact. High oleic soybeans are a combination of highly digestible fat and high-quality bypass protein shown to boost milk components and improve income over feed costs, all with a single locally grown ingredient that replaces expensive supplements. That's a game changer. Growing, roasting, feeding. It feels like a lot to digest, but there's real know-how out there and real measurable upside for producers who take the time to look into the options. Run the numbers with your nutritionist to see what high oleic soy could mean for you to grow your know-how about growing, roasting, and feeding high oleic soybeans. Visit can.ussoy.org/dairy. Learn more, earn more with high oleic soy. Brought to you by U.S. Soy.
It's possible that we might be able to have a big magpie statue included in your bird paradise at your house.
Okay.
With sound effects.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Think about that over the weekend.
Oh, yeah. I'll think about it, all right.